Okay, so we're at the Premier Inn, or just leaving the Premier Inn on the right there, of Lancaster, and what do we do here? Oh yes, the lines are so faded here, it's difficult to see. I thought what I'd do is do a little video which is a guide to the motorcycle shops of Lancaster and Morecambe. I'm doing this because there's a couple of motorcycle shops in Preston, well, one in particular that I didn't know where it was until a guy on YouTube videoed a journey going to the two motorcycle shops, and I simply followed the YouTube video on the map. So now I know where the Harley Davidson shop is in Morecambe, Preston I mean, and where the Carousel bike meet is in Southport, which I didn't know before. So I thought maybe a good idea to sort of show a ride going into Lancaster, and then from Lancaster to Morecambe taking in the motorcycle shops. However, I'm not going into the motorcycle shops because it is 8 o'clock in the evening. So we're approaching Lancaster now from the M6 motorway. Junction 33 is it? Anyway, this is a monstrosity that you're first assaulted by, and you can see that it is totally out of character with the building that it was mounted upon, if you like. It used to be an old bus station and the swimming baths. The sandstone building underneath, those black pillars and the orange front. Oh, it's a wood effect. It's like painted like plywood. I just noticed that. There's a wood grain effect to it, whatever it is. But it's not, I suppose it's sandstone or some sort. Anyway, so there's a landmark for you. Now, to go into Lancaster, you're best to keep to the left lane. You'll see the signs there. City centre left lane, Heysham and Morecambe the right hand lane. But we'll be coming back to that later. Now, there is a new motorway link going straight through to Heysham, and it will take in, or will take out a lot of that road we've just come down. But that's not going to be ready for another 72 weeks apparently. Okay, now just after the lights there's a slip road into the car park for Currys and Halfords, which is occasionally useful, or as I call them, Halfroads. Now you keep to this left lane and you got a sharp left-hander here. Watch out for the potholes and drains. I'm going to move into the right-hand lane here, because the first motorcycle place is on our right. You can park in that car park, but the place itself is hidden down in that alleyway there behind the fitness information. Okay, now oh, what's going on here? This is all changed. So I've got to go around here now, have I? It used to be one way the other way. Right turn only. Okay, well I'm going to have to go around Lancaster, unfortunately. Yeah, but that place down the alleyway that I just showed you is, I believe it's called Frank Shepherd's. Now, not much in there. They've been reorganising things lately, and whether it's finished now and whether they've improved matters or not, I don't know. But anyway, you're now going to get a little trip around Lancaster. One-way system. Coming up on the left is Dalton Square. And it's a nice view of the trees and Queen Victoria's statue with 4 lions guarding it. And one thing that always amused me, my daughter once said, when we were passing, we said, look, that's Queen Victoria there. Oh yeah, she said, oh, look at the lions. Yeah, look at the lions, she said. She said, is she dead? I said, yes, Queen Victoria died a while ago. Oh, did the lions kill her then? Kids, eh? So it's pretty quiet this time of the day in Lancaster, and normally I'd avoid this place like the plague, because the traffic gets jammed up, something chronic. But this time of the day you're alright. I mean, normally I'd have to sort of slide up on the right hand side here to make any progress and do lots of lane splitting and that, because the traffic would just be chock-a-block. The problem is that the roads, oh, Camry, sorry, I've got a Toyota Camry and there was one just went past. Not very often you see those. Yeah, the roads are quite narrow around here and people don't leave room for you to get by. They're not used to motorcyclists filtering. There we are, the course. We're on the one-way system now. As you can see, the traffic is building up even at this time of night. Look at this. You know, nearly 8:15 of an evening. I don't know why there's a hold up here today. BMW driver moved over for us. Cheers. So there must be some roadworks going on. Plenty of people buzzing around. All these students out for a booze up. Bloody Camry drivers. The pub. Steve, you'll recognise that. I don't know what the queue of traffic was for back there. That's typical of Lancaster, I'm afraid. Even when there's no reason for a traffic jam, you'll get a traffic jam. Anyway, we've sort of come in a circle. The car park that I said you could park in if you were going to Frank Shepherd's Motorcycles is coming up on our right again now. The fire station on the right and Sainsbury's on the left. There's the car park, And down there is the road we went down earlier. That's where the motorcycle shop is. Now we're heading towards Morecambe. Oh, bandits, 12 o'clock high coming out the sun. That's the trouble with these late evening rides. You can't see anything hardly when the sun's right in front of you. Anyway, so now you need to keep to the 2 left lanes to get from Lancaster to Morecambe. Basically, Lancaster and Morecambe are 2 towns that have sort of grown so that they're almost amalgamated. And this was one of the funny things that I was talking about, or mentioned to someone on their vlog, that Lancaster Motorcycles is actually in Morecambe. Lancaster Honda is actually in Morecambe. Because to my mind, once we go past a certain point, we're out of Lancaster. I mean, we're on the outskirts of Lancaster now. But very shortly we're entering what used to be known as Scale Hall. Used to be a little railway station. On the left, down the embankment there, there used to be a railway line, which is now a cyclist track for cyclists going from Morecambe to Lancaster. And yeah, there used to be a station just on the left called Scale Hall Station. So now we're sort of coming into Morecambe. Now what we're looking for is Whiteland Industrial Estate, first of all, because 3 of the motorbike shops are on that industrial estate. A posh one, a middling one, and a cheap workshop place. It was fine. I've had my bike fixed by them and it's alright. So here's a sign and it's saying Morecambe and Nehisham straight ahead. Local traffic. Well, you can get up that way to get to Whiteland, but this is the best way. Need to keep to the right hand lane here, which eventually widens out into the left lane, as you'll see here. Steve enjoyed that roundabout. Okay, Heysham to the left it says on that roundabout. It's also takes you to Whiteland, so we're going left. I can't see that sign. I think it says Whiteland on it. Yes, it did. Couldn't see, the sun was in my eyes. But anyway, oh, there's another sign saying Whiteland Industrial Estate and Retail Park. Now you don't want the retail park because that isn't part of Whiteland. You want to be over to the right hand lane now because you're turning right at the lights. On your right is the Honda garage. Honda cars and Honda motorbikes, and they won't be open at 8:20. They do open late night sometimes. Yeah, there we are. Oh, plenty of potholes in Lancaster and Morecambe, and this industrial estate is full of them. So that was Lancaster Honda. now we're heading towards Lancaster Motorcycles. Now, Lancaster Motorcycles used to be in a building on the left-hand side here, but they've moved. I think it was just there somewhere. They're now on the right-hand side, and they've also got a burger van and a coffee bar there. A burger van, as you can see, and there is Lancaster Motorcycles. The workshop is around the back. Now, if you carry on past there, and just follow this road, on the right hand side, a little further down, is another motorcycle shop, and you've got to be careful you don't miss this one. It is Twist Grip Motorcycles, the white place where the black and orange van is parked outside of. All locked up, of course, at the moment. Twist Grip, that is. There is a lad on this place on the left, Grand Car Centre. There's motorbikes and scooters in there sometimes. He breaks scooters and things as well. So I don't count that as a motorbike shop, more as a, well, maybe they might have the bit I want or something I could use. Now the thing is, here you need to turn round because there's nothing left here. So I'm turning round, going back now. Yeah, going past the roads. You can't take your eyes off the roads, the rut holes in it. There's Twist Grip again. This place here on the left, Central Auto Services, sometimes sells motorcycles. He has 2 or 3 in quite often. So we've gone left now, and we're going left again at these lights, and just across the road, hello, for sale, taxed and tested, December 14, 60,000 miles, 2,850, a Nissan Note. You made a note of that? With a dent in the tailgate. Ah, right, and the housing estate opposite, watch out because there's loose gravel here. Yeah, that housing estate, all bungalows, is where I live. It's where all the old people live, you know. Let me see now, anything else of interest for any motorcyclists? We're heading to the last of the motorcycle shops in Morecambe, so it's near the promenade. Yeah, they've just sprayed and put chip-ins down on this road surface. There's no road markings, and of course loose chip-ins which can fly up from cars ahead and play havoc with you. Oh, I could have stroked a bus then. The thing is, they've sprayed and chipped this road, but they've left some bloody great potholes in it still. And this has been like this now for, well, these chippings have been down for a couple of weeks now. They haven't come and swept the road yet, or painted the markings back on. And if you look down the centre, there's still plenty of loose gravel down there. Yeah, let's say on the turn. Right, so we're heading into towards the promenade now. This is what they call the west end of Morecambe. The less salubrious end of Morecambe. And as Morecambe itself is less salubrious than anything else I know, then that says something to you surely. Right. Oh, you're not going to change for me, are you? No, not yet. I could see they were going to change just after I put my foot down. So this is coming up to the final motorcycle shop that I know of anyway, and it's one of these tents on the right. In fact, it is this next one. You'll notice Morecambe Bay Chemist on the corner. And the shop is just there, called Kickstart Motorcycles. Right, so for those that don't know where that is or what there is in Morecambe in the way of motorcycle shops, maybe that's been of some help. I think now what I shall do is give you a little run down the prom and then back to Heysham. And yeah, now we're on the promenade with Morecambe Bay on the left. And you can see the ranch house, that sort of western pub, and the polo tower, which used to have a sort of rotating vista platform on it.